Hey everybody, it's Katie. I am 37 weeks pregnant tomorrow. I'm making this one day early because I have the house to myself, and right now I'm trying to give my family my undivided attention when they're around. So tomorrow I'll be full term by my count, but by all my midwives' count, tomorrow I'll be 37 weeks and 5 days. So like I said last week, we are good to go at any time. This stage is a little bit like waiting for like a Jack in the Box to pop up. Like, you know it's coming, you think you hear the music like slowing down and like ready to surprise you, but then nothing happens and it keeps going. We had sort of like one little false alarm yesterday where I just felt really weird. I just felt off all day, like tired, and I had been really constipated, and like all of a sudden everything has just really like loosened up, and I've been losing a little bit of weight, and this is how things started with Alice too. So yesterday there was just like a little fire lit under Mike and me, and we spent the night kind of doing the final things that we had been putting off and really trying to get everything like in place so that we feel ready anytime we need to be. I'm here in our guest house, which is where we will have the birth. I actually have the birth pool right next to me, if you can see that. Unless it is a super cold night and we can't get the room warm enough for the baby, then we would be back in the house. But I think this will be nice because Alice will be able to come and go as she wants. If she is sleeping, I won't have to worry about like disturbing her, waking her up. And then everything is sort of contained here too. So after the baby's here and we're ready to just go, cuddle up as a family in our own bed, we can go do that, and midwives can still be here cleaning up and, not be disturbing anything. So yesterday I saw my nurse midwife for a regular appointment, and the night before I had checked my cervix. That's something I did when we were trying to conceive, so just out of sort of curiosity, I wanted to see kind of like what I could feel, and just, I don't know, sort of for my own education, I guess. I had declined 2 cervical checks with her before the previous weeks because I just don't really feel like they're necessary and they raise your risk of infection. But yesterday I decided to have her check me just to kind of see if what I was feeling was what I thought it was. You know what I mean? So just for my own sort of knowledge of my body. And what I had felt is that my cervix was super soft and I felt like it was open a bit, and that the baby's head was still very low. So when she checked me, she said yes, that my cervix is very soft, very thin. The baby's head is low, not like crazy low, but it's right there, as I've been feeling for weeks. And she said I am 3 centimeters dilated. You can be at that point for 3 more weeks. It's not necessarily an indicator of things moving along, but sort of in combination with the other stuff I've been feeling, I do feel like it's going to be sooner rather than later. She thinks that I could have this baby in the next week, before our next appointment next Tuesday. I sort of feel like this weekend could be it, but we'll see. So as I said, I've been feeling a little bit weird. This morning, Alice went to school like normal. Mike went to work like normal. This would have been a work morning for me, but since I'm not going into the office anymore, I had the morning just to kind of, take care of things here, do things that I have a hard time getting done when Alice is with me. And I actually went back to bed for an hour, which I never do. I woke up really early this morning, couldn't go back to sleep. So after everybody got off, I went back to bed, and that's not normal for me. I've been having, more fatigue and some nausea this morning, and still the continued like frequent going to the bathroom, loose stools, that kind of stuff. So I do feel like things are progressing. In terms of contractions, I haven't had anything that has followed any sort of pattern. Everything I've had has been pretty mild. I've had a little bit of low, sort of almost like period cramping, on and off, but nothing that's really like alarmed me or I really felt was going anywhere. Contractions, like just the word in my mouth it just feels so harsh. I've tried using like surges, like Ina May says, or like waves or something like that, and none of that really feels right to me either. The word that keeps coming to my head at this point is like squeezes, so that's how I'm thinking about these contractions so far. But like I said, I don't really feel like I've had anything that was like following a pattern or, that I could time in any way. Everything else I'm feeling is pretty normal end of pregnancy stuff. My feet are swelling at the end of the night. Nothing outrageous, but it's there. My joints are as loose as they've ever been, which gives me a lot of problems with my hips and stuff, and a lot of discomfort there. Because all of my midwives still feel that this baby is on the smaller side, I've been trying to just eat a lot of protein, which would help the baby kind of bulk up. Just trying to stay really hydrated so my fluid level is good. Just that kind of stuff, just so that the baby is as healthy as possible. Logistics wise, this week we accomplished a lot. I got a haircut late last night. When I started feeling weird in the morning, I hurried up and made the appointment for later that afternoon. Something I've been putting off for like 6 months. When I cut my hair and donated, I think that was in February, and I honestly don't know if I've had a haircut since then. I may have had one trim sometime over the summer, but I was just way overdue for just like a shape up and, you know, make sure my hair is healthy and I can worry less about it for a few more months. Last week I ordered our birth kit and it is already here. It's all the supplies that the midwives use. The pool, like I said, is all ready to go. I got the cradle all set up in our room, like cleaned up and linens on it and everything. It is an heirloom little piece that Mike slept in as a baby and all of his siblings, and Alice did. So in the first stage, that's where the baby will be, right next to our bed. We also installed the infant car seat, so that is all ready to go when we need it. So in terms of our family readiness, Mike and I have been reviewing some of the stuff that we used in preparing for our first labor, some of the massage, and just, you know, our trying to get in the right mindset, I guess, just as a couple. And then we've been just focusing so much on Alice. Both of us have really been trying to unplug. I've been trying to, you know, not use my phone, not use the computer when she's around, not try to make videos when she's around, just really give her undivided attention. Alice is a pretty sensitive kid, and, you know, she senses the changes that are coming, and while she's really excited about the baby, and we talk about it all the time, and she's really excited about being a big sister, you know, there's just all the uncertainty that comes with that, and really not knowing what that'll mean for her. She's been having a lot of potty regression, a lot of accidents, a lot of just defiance, you know, just doing things she knows she's not allowed to do. She's been really hyper, and that's made her kind of reckless. Like, she's falling down and, you know, scraping her knees and stuff a lot, and that's not like her. Like, she's not a super clumsy kid. She's just been, I don't know, she's just off her game, you know? So we've really just been trying to give her the attention and, you know, the support that she needs to kind of work through that. But not to sugarcoat it, it definitely has not been an easy few weeks. It's been really hard on my patients, and, you know, it's been hard just that I've been feeling more tired, and I just need to, like, dig deeper to find more energy, more to give. Goals for this week are to work on a big sister gift. I'm making just a shirt for her that says Big Sister, so I want to get that done as soon as possible. And then there are just a few other things that I have been holding off on giving to her that I plan to give to her on the birthday, so I just want to kind of get it, like, packed up. I want to make Labor Aid, like a drink, sort of an alternative to Gatorade, that is helpful to keep your electrolytes up and stuff during labor. Sheena from Sheena Shine 17, I think that's what it is, has a video recipe, and I think I'm going to try hers. If I have the time, I'd like to make some lactation cookie dough that I can freeze and just save for later. The best thing about this week is that last weekend we went to a friend's sort of cookout, camp out type thing. They had a fire, they made chili over the fire, and people camped out and stuff, and it was just sort of out in the country in these fields. Mike took Alice to the bathroom at one point, which turned into some sort of fiasco, so they were gone a while. And while they were gone, I was able to just walk around in the dark, under the stars, you know, through these like pastures, and just commune with the baby in a way that I hadn't been able to previously, and just really have like that alone time and talk to the baby and let he or she know that we're ready for them. And it was really just sort of like a magical moment for me that I haven't been able to have so far. So that was really the best thing. I'm about to run out of battery, but I'll do a quick belly shot just in case it turns out to be the last one. So this is 1 day shy of 37 weeks. Still no stretch marks. Still no line here. I know I am on the small side, but hopefully everything is still normal and healthy. There you have it. This could turn out to be a very exciting week for us. If things really start to change, I will try to keep you updated to the best of my ability. Thanks for watching, guys.